position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try the right side. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the...
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touch pass on the run. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Handoff to the single running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Unloads quickly. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
The give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Ramsauer. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over UTEP. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first, trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Pass to touchdown, Boston College. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Going over the top. It's a good stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Finding open areas. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. This one's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Going deep. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. They just keep firing. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Fights off the defender. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet. But if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. On the ground.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it at the tag. Touchdown, Boston College. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. offense will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over UTEP. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now they'll try the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got his man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
To the ground with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. You take that kind of chance to the outer third of the field, I mean, that's just begging to throw a pick six.
Not a great decision. The coach is not going to be very happy when he goes over and says, why are you throwing in the double coverage? Let's read the field. If they're going to do this, let's take something else, right? You can never go broke taking a profit. Do a good job of seeing what they're doing and trying to take away from you and take the other one.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
With jet sweep pass. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, trying to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw again. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Off play action. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Punt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Simon. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's got the back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Golden Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's hot. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Boston College right back to the line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cobb. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long.
Timeout, Boston College.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Play action on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Now, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.